Hello, this is the tradesight U.S. stocks and futures market preview and domestic economic data roadmap for the week beginning actually Tuesday, the 18th of February 2014 and ending Friday, the 21st. Charts as usual brought to you by eSignal 11. Happy Valentine's Day and happy President's Day to everybody over here in the States. We do have the markets closed on Monday due to the President's Day holiday, so that's why we're really technically starting on Tuesday. Here's a look at the S&P 500 index. Had a up week again, strongly up week. Been an interesting couple of weeks. We've had some nice trading days, but a couple of days where the market really just did some stuff we weren't expecting. Surprisingly strong after what it looked like just 2 weeks ago. But volume has been good, and a lot of the trading has been great, except for the days where we sort of gap and leave these gaps behind. Here's the NASDAQ 100, the NDX, bounced right off that red static trend line about 8 days ago and ran to new highs. That is remarkable. Let's look at the stocks. This is the semiconductor index, one of the big pieces of the market, and also at new highs. And here's a look at the biotechs, NBI, and you can see here also pushed new highs. This one's getting near a secret 13 sell signal. Could get there within a couple of days, actually, this week if it keeps heading up. Stuff to be aware of. Let's look at some of our big stocks that we like to trade. Apple had a positive week, coming up very near a key gap fill on that stock. Google just continues to run, finally closing over 1,200. Hard to believe this stock was only 900 back in middle of October. So it's a real nice run for Google, as it is now, I believe, the second largest capitalized company in the U.S. coming, I guess, behind Apple, and it's certainly made up a lot of ground on Apple over the last year, with Apple stock down and this one running. So it'll be interesting to see when Google overtakes Apple from that perspective. Here's a look at Amazon. A lot of nice technicals for those who understand the secret here, but basically flat this last week. Netflix, another one we like to trade. Actually wasn't that exciting this week. If you look at it, kind of flat there. Tesla, also kind of flat there. All right, let's look at the action intra-week just so we can have an idea of what we were dealing with. Here's the ES. This is the S&P E-mini futures. See, we had a flat opening back on Monday versus last Friday's close. Pretty flat day on Monday. Wasn't overly exciting as opposed to the prior Monday, which was really, really great. Then here's one of those days that was kind of shocking. We got a little gap up and didn't look too interesting for the first 40 minutes or so, 40, 50 minutes. But after that, it was just a tear. Ran straight up all afternoon or all day. That was a really shocking one. Wednesday, we gapped up, tried to go higher, came back and filled the gap. Thursday was also shocking. We had a gap down. We were looking for the gap fill, but it actually pushed quite a bit higher after that. And then Friday, again, coming into a long weekend with all the weather problems back east, you'd expect some lighter trading volume and activity, and we still pushed higher. So, overall, I gained about 45, 50 points on the S&P for the week. And if you look at the NASDAQ side, the NQs, there's a 50 point gain. Not as big as not as big as it could be. I mean, obviously we've seen 100-point weeks in the Nasdaq before, but it's still a gain nevertheless. All right, time to take a quick look at the economic data that will be coming out this week. See what we've got to be aware of. And again, remember, we are facing a Monday holiday here, so the markets will be closed. So we're starting on Tuesday. Get rid of the survey. We're starting on Tuesday, which is the 18th. We've got Empire Manufacturing, net long-term tick flows, and the NAHB Housing Market Index. Wednesday, we've got housing starts and building permits. The PPI and the minutes from the last Fed meeting will be released. Thursday is probably the bigger day with continuing claims and initial claims. That's a weekly number. But we've got the CPI and Philly Fed and leading indicators, and then natty gas and crude oil inventories. Friday, we've got existing home sales. So Thursday's probably the big day. Let's also keep in mind that this is options expiration week. So we will be watching options expire on Friday. Friday will probably be a dull day, and Wednesday being the most likely day for an options expiration move. But keep in mind, we've seen a Tuesday move in the last couple months, and we saw a Thursday move. So we'll be on the lookout every single day after the first hour's trade. We'll be guiding you in the lab on what we're seeing from that perspective. Hope to see everybody in the lab. We did mark our 1,000th YouTube video this week, and we hope to take a look at it. It is up on the YouTube page, of course. But we will be helping everybody with our stocks and futures picks this week, and have a great long weekend. We'll see you in the lab.